You have entered the Chronics rabbit hole, and Chronicans, welcome to or welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle, and this is my lovely wife.
Hi, I'm Alana.
And we are so excited to get back to Gracie Abrams. We are doing this little deep dive of Gracie Abrams because after we did some Taylor Swift, y'all were letting us know another artist that would be incredible to go down was Gracie Abrams after we
Mhm.
saw that collaboration. So we already did I Love You, I'm Sorry, but now we found out there's a new album from Gracie Abrams literally coming out pretty quick here. So what are we about to jump into? We're about to let you know. So Gracie Abrams is officially entering her Daughter from Hell era, which sounds like a
Ooh.
pretty cool
I
album.
love those dark eras.
And today we are experiencing all three songs that we have from the album so far. Look at My Life, Hit the Wall, and the live version of Death Wish. This album releases on July 17th, so it's the 12th while we're recording this, and by the time this comes out, it'll be even closer too. And Gracie has described it as a more existential look at being in your 20s, dealing with success, family, identity, burnout, and everything that happens when the life you
Mm-hmm.
wanted does not necessarily feel the way you imagined.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, a lot of people can understand that. We
Yep.
have avoided the songs until now, so we're going into these music videos with completely fresh eyes. And the Gracie fans, pay attention to our theories because we have a feeling that these three songs are going to reveal a much bigger story. And loved everything we've heard from Gracie so far. I can't wait to dive into these three songs to find out what she's really talking about with these existential happenings of the 20s.
I'm really excited to see it as well because I remember going into my 20s, life felt very like all over the place.
Yeah.
Because it's so funny because Taylor Swift has the line, "How can you know everything at 18 but nothing at 22?"
Yeah.
Right?
100% there, right?
And
Yeah, yeah.
I remember when I was a teenager, I felt like I knew everything. And then as soon as I hit my 20s, it felt like life had hit me with like a steam truck, like a steam engine or a 2x4. And
Of
like
course.
suddenly you knew nothing. There was all these things coming at you and you thought you had life all figured out, but now it's all over the place and you're dealing with a whole different reality as adulthood kind of comes at you full force. And so like I definitely relate to dealing with life and it not being necessarily the way you had imagined it at that time in your life. So, like, this is going to be a very relatable album, I think, and I'm really excited to get into it.
I remember everything that I went through in my 20s and how existential it truly was. I literally forsook everything, changed my whole name, changed my identity, moved across
Mm-hmm.
the world, decided to come back, reintegrated, everything in between all that. And I think what happens in your 20s is a lot of the times you do get everything you wanted.
Yeah.
And then now, what do you have as your excuse?
Yeah.
Within your like you then realize, are these dreams, were they a mask for something? Because now that I have it, it's not complete. And like a lot of these things go on with when you're in your 20s, whether you hit your goals or not, even too, right?
Absolutely. I know like for me when I was in my 20s was a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Like it was insane. There was ups, there was downs, there was everything that was going on at that point. And one of the things that I really really wanted was I wanted to be ready and set to be married by 30, have my kids, etc. so forth. That was my goal.
Yep.
And I did achieve it with you. And I achieved it right close to that cusp of hitting
Yeah,
30,
just a little
30,
over.
right just a little over.
Yeah.
But I got the house
Mm-hmm.
just before hitting 30. I owned a home.
Yeah.
Then I met my husband. Like we had babies first and then got married just over 30. So within that first 30 to 32, I hit all my goals.
Yep.
But then it wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. And we sold the home. We sold those things and we started a new chapter in a different way because you got everything, but it wasn't quite, it was almost like, how, what's the word? There's that, oh, there's a word for it. I can't remember what it is, but it just, it wasn't exactly what you expected it was going to be, like what Gracie's saying, and like that feeling, that existentialness of there.
Of course, like even when you
Right?
become successful and become a singer, great. And if we're taking it from Gracie's point of view, it's like if you are now successful in this stuff, like is fame
Mhm.
really what you were expecting it to be? Is that burden of fame now going to make your excitement for your art? Is it going to overbear it and
Yeah.
all that too? And I hear what you're saying. I know you're happy that we still are married and we went that way.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
but like, and I get what you're saying, because then you're like, well, then what did I need to address with myself? Because I thought that was the thing that was going to fix the thing I needed to do
Yeah,
for
I thought
myself.
hitting all the goals and having the white picket fence and owning the home and doing that was going to be exactly what I wanted.
Mhm.
But owning the home and having the white picket fence wasn't the thing that was yearning for in that moment. It was the life with the family, regardless of where it was, right? And those are the things. So, like, selling the home made us be able to do something that made us happier and be able to live a nice,
Because now you
well,
eventually can
fantastic.
stay home, and that's the goal.
Exactly, because the goal is to stay home, not to work for something that you can't even enjoy.
Yeah.
Right? So it was
It's beautiful.
it's
So
beautiful.
that's why we're kind of opening our lives to y'all, to let you know, to look at
Mhm.
our lives, to look at your lives, and to now apparently look at Gracie's life.
And look at Gracie's life.
How long have I got in the hot light till the shine rust? I've been thinking through the hard stuff over light drugs like every night. No, you
Yeah.
don't need to come over, cause the crowd please, and I'm tired slowly, morphed into a poser, barely know her anymore. Do I look high functioning, or is my facade crumbling? No, God don't actually answer me, care.
No, God, don't actually answer me. Jeez.
But oh well, look at my life.
This burning in the back a bit.
I love it.
A new spiral every night.
Ooh, I already want to sing it.
No, but I'm so fine. Yeah, I might just shut up and drive. Hope I don't crash and blow out the headlights. My nightmare actualized. Got what I wanted, it doesn't sit right. Just got to the party.
Okay. What a start too. There's so much visual stuff going on there.
Yeah.
All the lines is so relatable as well, and it's definitely what we were talking about going into it. But then getting to see her and what you need to do when you think you got something, but it doesn't succeed. I know so many girls that have went through the burning rituals and all that to try to
Mhm.
move on or to move away from something. And that is such a good representation of what this is talking about. But like, you sometimes don't want the answer either.
Yeah, it's like, oh
Right?
God, don't actually answer me, Caroline.
Yeah.
Like, stop. Right? And then I love like the pop culture reference that she also brings in with the dumpster fire behind her,
Mhm.
because that was a thing in that's a meme that is just iconic as well, is like when your life is a dumpster fire and you're just like, this is fine.
Yeah,
Right?
totally.
And so like that
'Cause
was
you-
like completely represented
Does
in
everyone
there.
think I'm doing good because I'm cracking?
Because my facade, is it cracking, or is
Yeah.
it still holding up? Because my life is a dumpster fire, but I'm still trying to make do.
Totally right.
Love the 1980s kind of feel to this.
Absolutely, because that's like the nostalgia right now for us. That we think in the 80s a lot.
Absolutely.
Lights, my nightmare actualized. Got what I
Pre-internet.
wanted, it doesn't sit
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Just got to the party with the big shots and the Barbies empty. Talking till my ears bleed.
That's what parties felt like for me a lot.
Thinks
Yeah.
that I should take one, but I'll raise him to the whole bunch. Kidding, God, he thinks I'm stupid. What it got punched, but then we go downtown. There's no
Just a vagabond right now, eh?
Yeah.
If it promises slowing down, voices don't wanna hear a sound. But oh well, look at my life. Bet you can't tell, but it's kind of a bad time. A new spiral every night. Bawling my
Love that
eyes
line.
out, no, but I'm so fine. Yeah, I might just shut up and drive. Hope I don't crash and blow out the headlights. My nightmare actualized.
She found a room to smash.
Maybe if you're small enough, I'll get away with giving up. I'll move across the country just to judge myself, like just as much as I do.
Wow.
And
Jeez. She's letting us know how she's feeling. Doesn't sit right. Hot air balloon now going too.
Very cool. Cool. She's inside the balloon.
Wow.
That's a cool
It's just
visual.
kind of leaving. That's yeah. Sometimes you feel like a stranger in the world, and then that's what makes you get isolated with your friends in those moments too. Is that when you can't like recognize yourself, like going face to face to some of your friends and people, then makes you confront the things you can't confront, and then you don't want to confront because it's about your reality that you should be happy about, so you don't even want to like announce it. And then that's why the facade's there that starts cracking, because then you have to perform and still do this while you're living your life that you then thought was the thing you wanted that's supporting you as well.
Absolutely.
So like it's a lot of things to take in, and the way that she was able to bring that out instantly, and I mean instantly, and then you wanted to sing it right away too. She hooks you. She's got incredible just vocals itself, and just looks like a firecracker. Just like whatever she wants to do, like listen.
Absolutely. And like there's a line that she had that really resonated with me, and it was like, what am I gonna do, move across the country just to judge myself as I'm doing now?
Yep.
Right. And it's like, because like the amount of times I have moved cities, left cities, changed cities.
What's the joke? Do you have a kid, you move?
I have a kid to move. I've actually never gotten pregnant and then had the baby in the same province that I got pregnant in.
That's crazy.
Because every time I've gotten pregnant, I've moved provinces.
Yeah.
And that's...
Makes you look at your life.
It makes you look at your life. And like growing up, the longest I lived in any place was 2 years. Mm-hmm. Even if I lived in the same city, I moved houses every 2 years. So it isn't until recently that I've been able to stay in a place
a little long,
3 or 4 years. So like I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Amy. So like it's crazy because like once you move, like that line resonates so much because it's like you're still the same person. You haven't addressed anything.
Or these things that artificially won't suffice. It's within, and you have to go and do that. So like if you need to go and take your vagabond trip, like she's doing there, and finding your identity, you might need to do that. And like it's just unfortunate if that moment is happening,
but you're not looking inward.
But when that moment happens, you might be a superstar, or you might be a family man.
Yeah.
When that moment needs to happen.
And then you can't just go.
And there's a lot of times when you can't go, so then you need to find a way to still be able to do it.
Which is really amazing that Gracie Abrams has found that way to be able to do it by having these music videos.
That's totally.
Where she can live that life and have that vagabond adventure on camera.
Yeah,
and
we got to experience it.
And be able to experience it with all of her fans. Be able to kind of play out that fantasy in a way through. And we've often talked about how a lot of these artists, when they're writing their own music, that it is like a diary entry for them. It's a way to like express.
It feels like it, and then you also could apply it to yourself. And then with all this being said, and the pressure and the cracks, she's about to hit the wall, y'all. So let's see.
Let's see.
I'm a crack in the pavement, I'm a slipknot. I'm afraid that my fortress is a glass box. I should know what I'm playing, but I forgot. Felt good for a day, but that stopped. And I once saw clearly, but it's bloodshot. And I want you so badly, but I close off. Like I thought we'd get married, but I guess not. Now you can watch.
Wow.
Hit the wall.
Was she in a really close relationship?
I'm not a problem you can solve. Weighing the cost impossible. I hit the wall. I hit the wall. I try to be violent, but I get
Oh, that's literally from The Shining.
Yep.
I wish you would anyway, but I hit the wall. I just hit the wall. I'm not a problem you can solve. Weighing the cost.
Oh, I like the voicing.
I hit the wall. I hit the wall.
I love the color choice too.
Casey
Jeez,
played.
holy
Yeah.
snap! The way that she just continues the flow. I'm expecting even a couple more pauses in this, but when you hit the wall, there's a lot to be said when that moment happens. It just comes out.
Yeah.
It's also a spilling, you know.
I've
So,
hit
like,
the wall a few times.
for sure, and I think we all have in that. So, especially if you're here and you're a Gracie Abrams fan, like you probably really resonate with these things and like had
Mhm.
those existential moments too, because you're a deep emotional person. If you like this type of music and all that too, and the way that she's throwing in the psychology of the colors when it's going back and forth too, because
Yeah.
of just that push and pull and all that, and the way that she's just been. I love her music
I
videos.
love her music videos, and I love how you pulled the colors out of like the duality of that push and pull.
Mhm.
Whereas like for me, like I took it more of like it doesn't matter what you do. If you want to hit the wall, you want to explode, you want to let loose, and you just want to act out irrationally in
Right.
those moments, you can't because you'll get caught.
Mm.
You can't because they're going to come for you and you're going to be sitting in with the doctors with an ink blot.
Very true.
You know,
Yeah,
like
you can
those
get
red
called
and blue,
crazy.
that red and blue is going to come and take you away.
I see what you mean.
Whether it's an ambulance or a police officer or whatever it is,
Okay,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah,
even
yeah.
hit the wall. Like you want to, but you can't even because then you're going to get caught.
I see what you mean.
Right? So like that's where I took it from as well.
You can relate to that a bit, eh?
I can relate to that a bit when you hit the wall and people think you're going crazy.
Yeah, honey.
So like that's how I'm taking it at least.
Yeah, and I think you're totally right. And the way that she's thrown in pop culture references to really help you take in the meanings behind her
Right?
music
And
too
you're
is
like
really
seeing
cool.
things in the shadows because like I didn't
jeez.
even see those twins at first until I saw the twins, right?
Nice.
So then it was like, oh my God, those are there. And you're like, oh my God, that's The Shining. I'm like, ah,
Absolutely.
right? So like it's crazy references.
You even got that like hidden door, like the Alice in Wonderland of your thoughts and the downward, like all the
That
spiraling that you
spiraling.
do, right?
Anyway, but I hit the wall. I just hit the wall. I'm not a problem.
It's also like blue pill, red pill.
Weighing the cost impossible.
I really like the sirens and going to the psych ward type of feel.
I hit the wall.
That's what it feels like.
Casey
Yeah.
playing in the hallway.
Lay down, buddy.
Hallucinations that I downplay. I'm numb till I'm aching for the sharp pain. Watch my blade
Oh.
ricochet. Funny, ain't it? Flashbacks of my life. What a waste of what a shame at night. Face to face with every girl that I try to play. Sooner or later, you'll find out I live in a pattern of breakdowns. You'll bend to my silence, it's so loud, and then you'll lose me to the crowd. Hit the wall, I just hit the wall. I'm not a problem you can solve.
Yeah.
Hit the wall, I just.
I love that she said, I'm not a problem you can solve.
Yeah.
Because it's not about that, right? It's
You'll
about
just realize
understanding.
that I survived through a cycle of breakdowns.
Gotta find that person willing to go through those moments with you.
Yeah.
And it looks like she lost that person potentially too, if you want to take it that personally. And if you, that's at least even through the storytelling, if it wasn't that literal, you can take it that literal because it sure showed that with the disappearance of that connection moment and all that too.
And I feel like Gracie Abrams is the type of person that's going to go all in on things.
Yeah,
Right?
100%.
So like when she's in a relationship, she's going all in on that relationship.
Yep.
So I guarantee that she was with someone at some point, whether this is like an old love or a recent love, that she thought that maybe this is the love that is going to go on forever. But when it doesn't, because I definitely was there before I met you,
Right.
where I thought I was going to be with someone forever, and then it just didn't work out.
Right.
Right. And so, like, when you have that relationship, it's like, I thought we were going to get married, but we didn't. Like, the way she said it, it was so matter of fact that it's like, this is something that she's even like had time to heal from, right?
Yeah, that's probably why she's coming out with it now, because it's in a place where she could embody it even in a live setting.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Because that felt so real when that line was said. It's like, I thought we were going to get married, but we didn't. And it was just so like a knife.
It truly is. Like, I couldn't imagine, because I've only been that close once before you.
Yeah.
And I never even thought marriage was even going to happen because of how it was going too. So like I couldn't imagine us not making it too. So just seeing that separation of what that would cause, especially if it's from a person not understanding who you are. And that's what I was really taking from this, because a lot of people go through those spirals, and that's just their life. And you need to find someone that can help you through that, instead of just, does not necessarily help you, just be there with you.
I definitely understand the lyric where she said, I survived through a series of breakdowns, because I mentioned earlier in this reaction that I moved every 2 years. Yep. Well, every 2 years when I moved, it was from a breakdown, and it was from a pattern that I was living, right? Yeah, so like, I really resonate to like both of these songs, like this, what did we call it? Daughter from Hell era.
Yeah, that's the album name, right?
That's the album name. That makes sense. Daughter from Hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really resonate with that a lot. So like, this is,
from what I've heard from your mom and dad, I've heard some stories that I totally see the relatability.
My stepmom literally called me Beelzebub as an endearing nickname at one point. So like,
we all love Alana here, though.
We love me, but that was
what you're going through here, though. This is why it's just incredible to think of it. Look at your life. I'm hitting the wall, and I have a death wish, and that sometimes can happen from what is going on through all these cracks and these moments too in the spiral, and like, that's essentially what can happen. I remember my dad's word that really affected me the most, because he was suicidal, and he's doing pretty good now.
That's good.
But he just said, it's like, I have a death wish, but every way I do it is gonna take someone else out, because I can't think of how to do it myself, so I just don't do it. And like, what a terrible place to be in.
Absolutely. And like, I remember when I was like with my family, when they used the term death wish, it was always about like, you have a death wish in your actions. You're living life on the edge. You're not caring about the consequences.
You could become part of the 27 Club.
You could become part of the 27 Club. Like, that kind of like
recklessness.
Yeah. And so like, when you are living in a life where you're feeling in this existential mode.
Yeah, the dread.
You're in this existential dread of being in your 20s. You feel like your life is hitting the wall. You feel like everything's coming to a close. Bills are piling up. You don't know how long you have left. You're going into that existential crisis of, is this the life I really wanted to live? Especially for women. Coming into 30 is such a terrifying age, because it's also that question of, do I want to be a career woman, or do I want to be a mom?
Yeah, absolutely.
That is something that women struggle with all the time, and we don't feel like we have the ability to do both. And often, especially from social pressures and different things like that.
Yeah.
So like, that also becomes like an existential thought that specifically women go through. And so then to come in and live your life recklessly in that existential area, and then have a death wish, is I can see why all three of these songs really have that like thread going between them.
Yeah, and there's like 16 tracks in the album too, so
we're gonna love this
album. Let us know if you guys want us to do a full album reaction to it when it comes out as well. That'd be a lot of fun. But anyways, Death Wish, and this is live because there was a live promotion to get, and this is actually the first one that got released.
Wow.
So she started with this, and it was a live promotion for it, and then it became part of the album.
That's so cool.
So here we go. Death Wish.
All right. Death Wish.
All right, Death Wish. I like the angle here.
I love your time machine, your power trips and diamond rings, the walls you built on teenage dreams, the well you dug for sinking things. Your words to kill are evergreen, so you must not feel anything at all.
Beautiful.
But how'd you get so bulletproof? You trade your time for inside truth, trade your time for any clue of what to do or not to do. Hate to say it's nothing new, aside from those few girls you keep around.
Ooh.
But how will it end? How long will you give me till you twist the knife with a smile while you kill me? And you ask me to dance if there's someone around. You don't look the same when I look at you now.
And sometimes tell when someone's moving on, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, honey pie, you're haunting me. I fell for your full fantasy. You poured the wine, there's poison in it. Disregard my disposition. Truth is in the subtle things. Your eggshell floor is splintering now.
Wow, your eggshell floor is splintering now. Jeez.
Wow.
And it freaks me out, I'm old enough to know you as a gateway drug. You're everything I'll never be. You live to look for enemies. I have to bet that's lonely. Could leave you with an empty house.
Wow.
But how will it end? How long will you give me till you twist the knife with a smile while you kill me? Then you ask me to dance if there's someone around. You don't look the same when I look at you now. And I used to pretend that it didn't feel evil. You're light of a million suns, burns through people and bridges and cities till ash covers ground. The breath of your air is a death wish, and you're forcing my hand, but I'm a drop in your ocean. I ruined your plans of some grand self-promotion. The second you figured that I figured you out. Now you look away when I look.
I love that she stared there.
Now.
Yeah.
She's like
Well, look
embodied
at
that.
you now. Well, look at you. Look at you.
Pulls it back. Holy. Yeah, that's incredible. Good job.
That was
Gracie.
fantastic.
Wow. Wow. That one was really nice just to take it all in, and what a death wish, right? Oh my God.
That was fantastic.
Holy snap. And I tell you, when someone starts becoming extremely cold to you, I've been there. I've been on that side where then the separation happens before the coldness, and you can just see all these things, and then you start thinking back of those moments, and you're like, oh wow, like, and I was trying to convince myself that wasn't like rude or anything.
Absolutely.
And it's such a mind twisting moment and hard to come back from. And that is the moment that sometimes can set you on your existential spiral, because a lot of people don't necessarily get that PTSD until something that devastating happens. And a lot of times it's through a love and a betrayal or just a separation when you think it's going to be the full way, whatever way it is. And that's what makes Gracie's art extremely powerful. And The Daughter from Hell, I know so many girls like that thought they were that daughter from hell. Even my sister sometimes tried to embody that a lot too, just with what was going on. and the brokenness of her life in her eyes too, and all that. So like, I could just see why everyone resonates with Gracie. This it's her third album, I'm pretty sure, so correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is going to be really big for her. We only saw 3 songs, which all of them really stood out on their
All of
own.
them have been amazing.
Makes you want to check out the whole album, doesn't it?
Well, Gracie has such a phenomenal voice, and the way that her voice wraps around the lyrics of her music, it really
Yeah.
gives it like a pleading type feel. Like she's calling out to you. She's
Yes.
calling out from an abyss to like have these words be heard. And that's what you really, really felt with Daughter from Hell. It really
There's a little
felt-
desperation.
There's
in
a bit of a
the voice there.
desperation in her voice in
Yeah.
this one, where she, and like that's the thing that I really resonated with this one, is I was in that Daughter from Hell that Death Wish relationship. I've
Right.
been in that Death Wish relationship where
Yeah.
that person becomes so cold and they have like apathy towards you, even,
Which is horrible.
which is a horrible feeling.
Yeah.
And like you should leave it, but then you can't, and neither of you are ending it, because what would people say? What and then you're afraid of that how did it end question. You're afraid of all those
Yeah.
different moments.
Right.
And you really, really want to make it work, and you want it to last, and you think you're going to marry this person, but you already know it's over. And then being with them is a death wish. And it really, like, the way that this song played out is it was kind of slow at the beginning, very ballad-like at the very beginning, but then it got faster and faster and faster as it
Yep.
became more and more constrained, the relationship. And that's how it really feels, is the way the song plays out, and then it just ends abruptly. And that's how it ends when you're in that death wish relationship. You have to pull the Band-Aid off. You have to just leave it. You have to just end it.
No
and I
kidding.
felt like the way the song was written felt like the end of that relationship.
Yeah, because when you're the person who is also not wanting it to end, it's like death has come when you didn't want it to come yet. So you're trying to like
Absolutely.
avoid death as it's like chasing you, but you know
You're
this
running away
moment's
from the
gonna
Grim
happen.
Reaper of the relationship.
And then that final kiss goodbye too.
The last kiss, is...
Oh my god, because I think
Man.
I also think of the death kiss of that blow, and that final blow that happens too. So
Mhm.
wow, it's just very emotional. Loved it too, though. Talent's incredible. I love being able to see the music videos and then also a live version as well too. So again, if you guys enjoyed this reaction and also want to let us know that your thoughts and feelings from this as well, and how excited you are, because it comes out July 17th for Daughter from Hell. And if you guys did have a good time with us, please hit the like button, comment down below some of your thoughts and feelings, and subscribe if you're not a Chronican yet. But if you also want to go the extra mile, we do have Patreon free trials where you can check out our 4 tiers that provide you with a bunch of different stuff, and you can go check it out on the description below. But we are now exiting the Chronics rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here with us. This was a ton of fun. It was always amazing to have Gracie Abrams come down the rabbit hole. It was so cool to see her again for the 4th, 5th, and 6th time, because we had 3 videos in one for this video, because we've had her come down 3 times before, so I'm doing math.
Have we 3 times already?
I think so. You said
Probably.
we've had her. I'm just going off what I'm pretty sure I heard earlier in the video. So this has been fantastic. I can't wait to see you guys at our next Gracie Abrams video. And let us know if you want to hear us do a full album reaction to Daughter from Hell when it comes out. Thank you again, everyone, for being here with us. Peace and love, Chronicans.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now. Hey, thank you for making it to the end of the video. It's so good to see you here. And if you would like to continue in supporting us in our future endeavors, you can do so by supporting us over here. And if you really like this band or artist that you listen to in this video, you can support them right here. And we think you might like this video
right here. So remember to click it and continue on your trip down the rabbit hole.
Thank you so much, Chronicans.
Thank you so much. Peace and love.